Hey Franklin Panther fans, welcome into Inside Panther Sports. I'm George Young, and today joined by the cheer coaches. Lynn Baker and Bonnie Peggs have joined us in studio today, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you ladies.
Oh, we always love coming in and talking with you, George. It's a lot of fun.
You've been the varsity cheer coach for a couple of years now.
Yeah, a couple of years now.
And this is your first year, Bonnie.
My first year is cheer, it is. I've always done dance. This is my 8th year is coaching, which kind of is just gone by so fast, but it's my first year doing cheer.
And you were the dance team.
I was the dance
lead
team
coach.
head coach. We had the dance team for 7 years, and Lynn and I talked, and you know, things are shifting in our world, and we just didn't feel like we had enough to make different teams. So we have one team of 17 girls, and Lynn and I are honored to be able to do that, and it's a privilege to work with Lynn. So it's nice.
Talk about both of your backgrounds. Bonnie, you are officially going to retire from the hospital.
I am.
As we're recording this in a couple of days. You worked at the hospital and you moved here about 10 years ago, right?
Actually, I've been here a little over 11 and a half years. I came from Arizona, and because people always assume I came from Florida. No, came from Arizona, still warm, but you know, and have been entirely blessed by not only this community. I love this community. I've worked at the hospital all that time. I love the hospital. It's just waiting to see what door the Lord will open, and I'll go through, but I'm going to continue to coach and do some of the other things I do. I'm the chaplain for the Franklin Police Department. I'm president of the Reach Board. I'm in Lions.
I've known you for many years. She is everywhere. You'll see her any big event. You may see Bonnie Peggs there.
I am honored. I am just so privileged that the community has embraced me so well. It's just been a great privilege.
And Lynn, kind of tell us about your background.
So I'm not an original Maconian, but I came here back in 2012. I've been visiting here since 2005 when I started dating my now husband, or ex, and I was a student at UNC Asheville. I had a roommate who was from Franklin, and she introduced Rex and I, and it's all history from there. We got married, moved here, and all of that good stuff. And
you're about to welcome a little one.
We are. We're expecting our first child the beginning of January. So we love the community. My husband and I love coaching. He's involved in baseball. He does some refereeing and umpiring and that sort of thing too with the youth team. So very passionate about that, and we're excited to have our own little one who's hopefully going to be into athletics. We'll see. But the great thing is that I'm very blessed. I'm very honored that I've got Coach Bonnie on board this year to help coach. She's going to do a great job whenever I'm out for a few days having a baby.
A few days. Do you love that? A few days. You know, one or two.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've been a part of cheerleading for a while, too.
Yes. Not just here, but I grew up cheering. I cheered in high school. I did some all-star cheerleading. I cheered in college, and then ended up here. And Coach Jennifer Turner-Lynn, Coach JTL, found out that I had the background and asked me to come sit in on some practices. And again, it's all history from there. I got put right in there and brought in on board and on staff. So
and you guys start this season, I guess you could say, back in the spring. You have
a long time ago.
We had tryouts the end of April. Got a few practices in, got some workouts in. Took a break at the end of the semester to make sure our student athletes got to be students first. Did workouts over the summer. Went to camp. Starting right into games now, so nonstop for us.
And you told me that you guys took some trips over the summer. Tell us about those.
We did. We took several trips over the summer. One of our cheerleaders, she's going to be a junior this year, Caitlin Henry, was invited to cheer at Cheer Hawaii USA, which is a college prep camp at the University of Hawaii.
Not too shabby.
No, it's not. And I got invited to coach at that camp. So that was a very, very interesting and wonderful trip. Something that's kind of almost once in a lifetime thing. So very blessed that we got to do that. And then I will let Coach Bonnie talk about our camp we went to, because this is her favorite thing so far. She had no idea coming into cheerleading that we would do such cool stuff.
I know. We got to go to Great Wolf Lodge in Charlotte for 4 days. There was 306 teenage girls, and got to have some great mentors from college-age coaches that came in and college-age athletes. And they just really talked one-on-one with our girls, taught them some new stunts, taught them some new chants, just all kinds of things. Taught me some new stuff because cheer is a different language than dance. So I'm learning this new language of a bump down.
She's bilingual now.
That's right, you know? And so it was great for me to have that, and it was Great Wolf Lodge was wonderful to us. It was a great place for us to be. We rode on the school bus. It'd been a while since I'd been on the school bus for 4 hours, but the girls, we have a great team. We really do. 17 girls, they're phenomenal. We feel like this is a team that is just going to only get better. And you're going to be shocked when you see them, George, on how good they really are, because they're young. They are young. And they are so enthusiastic, but they bounce a lot.
Yes, definitely do. Like, typically we go to camp every year. That's not anything new for us. We get back from camp. The kids are tired. Everybody's tired. They're sleeping. They can't wait to get home. We got back, and the minute we hit Franklin, I think everybody in Franklin knew we were home because they were letting it be known. We got out at the parking lot at the high school, and the girls immediately were like, "Coach, we want to dance. We want to show our parents." Some of the stuff we did. After about 4 or 5 songs, we finally had to say, "Girls, your parents want to go home. We're ready to go home. Like, you should be tired." Not one of them slept the entire ride back home from Concord, which I think is really record. Kind of, yeah, I've never had anything like that before.
They bounced the whole way back.
They are in it this year. They are all about, they're hungry. Yeah. So.
And you've got some other trips that are coming up in the near future,
we
right?
do. Our choreography camp, which is actually going to be here, but, and then we're going in October, we're going to Georgia to support the band. We're going to go to their band competition, show them a little bit of cheering and spirit there, and then we start our competition season. We'll be going to Asheville, to Inca for our pre-states, and then we'll have 2 state competitions coming up. One, the beginning of December, which is our NCHSAA state competition, which is the Raleigh Convention Center, and then the beginning of February, we'll be headed to, right outside Raleigh, to Apex Friendship High School to do the NCCCA competition there. And then possibly, if we get a bid and everybody's on board, we may be headed to nationals in March.
And all this, of course, takes money.
It does that.
You've got some fundraising, though,
we do.
coming up.
We do fundraising.
We've done a couple of little things. We've sold some raffle tickets. My predecessor, Coach JTL, donated her cabin, the use of her cabin, so we did a raffle with that earlier in the year, which was really good. I had several kids who were able to pay for their camp that way, raffling that. We also sell score table ads, so if anybody's interested in getting an ad on our score table that plays at all the volleyball, basketball, and travel ball games in the gym, we can make that happen. Throughout the year, we take donations, anything that anybody would like to help us out with, because we have a lot of athletes. We have 17 athletes, which I think is really good. But I think a lot of us know that whenever you have a number of athletes, there's always going to be a couple of kids who are struggling financially. You know, personally, that hits me because I was one of those kids whenever I was in school. And so without fundraising and donations and help, I don't know that I would have been able to get to where I was athletically. So anybody who ever wants to sponsor one of our kids, we're always, anything helps. So we're always willing and able to take those donations.
And the other thing we're doing is each year the girls make a decision on who their service project's going to be. And part of it is we believe in giving back, that they have to do so many community hours. It's just an important part. This year, which is really cool for me because of the Shield Badge program, the girls have chosen EMS, Franklin PD, and Franklin Fire Department. So I've talked to each one of those chiefs to say our girls have adopted you this year.
And Macon County Sheriff's Department,
and
all law
Sheriff's,
enforcement,
yes,
if you
we're
will.
doing that. Yeah. And so they made tank tops for one another, and on the back they have the symbols of each of those departments to know that we are going to be supporting them from now through February, and have talked to all of those chiefs to say, what can we do, what to be helpful, and do what that is. So I think that's just a measure of how great these young people really want to be. It gives us great hope and great foresight to think, you know, they're willing to get on board and do this kind of stuff. How wonderful is that?
Yeah, so not just charity for us, but we want to give back, and they want to give back. So also helping them do those fundraisers, raising the awareness for law enforcement, firefighters, EMS people, because those people are important to us in our community. So I think it's great that the girls are wanting to do something for them and to give back. And they had a lot of fun at their most recent community service event, which was the Shrimp Bowl, the Habitat for Humanity. So they are really, really excited. They can't wait to get something going with the department so they can get rolling there.
They'll bounce for them too.
That's been Lynn Baker and Bonnie Peggs, the cheer coaches here at Franklin High School. Thanks for watching this edition of Inside Panther Sports.